Hey guys, welcome back to the homestead. So we're doing a bit of a different type of video today. This is not really going to be come along and help us do the project video. It's more going to be kind of a vlog of the Dodge, what's happening with the Dodge, what we're doing. Um, we're getting ready to start traveling a little bit for work again now that the COVID is starting to calm down. We have to go to some of these shows in different areas. So the first one coming up is actually in Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee. And we're going to take the old rusty Dodge and we're going to hook on to a new camper. Well, not brand new, but a newer camper that we can't show you right now, but we will show you. And we're going to head to Tennessee. So we talked about it. We're like, do we want to buy a new truck? Do we want to buy a used truck? Do we want to keep fixing up the Dodge? And the simple fact is the Dodge has a really good motor in it, has a new transmission in it. It's got a lot of new parts. And a new diesel 3/4 1-ton truck is going to set us back, $80,000, $90,000, maybe more. I don't know. I haven't priced one in a couple of years. So we decided to put some effort into the Dodge and keep going with it and basically turn it into a new truck. So our plan with the Dodge really is to kind of maybe this winter, this spring, we'll see, is to tear it all down and go through it from the ground up. We're going to get a new frame. We found a frame in a couple states from here that come from down south that's flawless. So we're going to get that ahead of time so we can sand it and paint it and have it ready. We'll put our running gear under it. As you'll see here in a minute, we'll use all of our new springs and everything out of this. And we'll just build it up from there. We'll get some new sheet metal and we'll just put it all together. And while we got it out, we'll go through the motor, probably reseal it, do the little things to it that you got to worry about, hoses, things like that. We'll call our local diesel fuel systems. They're great guys when it comes to diesels. Ask them what should we do it while we have it out of the truck. And we'll go right through it. So first thing we did is we bought some new tires that are more stock size instead of large. We put them back on the factory rims so they wouldn't stick out so far and throw mud everywhere. I decided this time around that I wanted an American-made tire. I wanted a decent tire. All the stuff I was reading, the Cooper was a really good tire. It was made in America, so we're going to give them a try. We went over here and we put all new steering components. So all the tie rod ends in the truck, the drag link, the shock compressor, the steering damper is new. We bought new stock coil springs, progressive coil springs. We bought new shocks. And we actually replaced the trailing arms, or whatever you call these. I call them trailing arms, but the Dodge has this 4-link front end, and this had some aftermarket tubular ones in it. You may have seen in other videos, and the bushings are getting a little beat up. We just decided to go right through it, put all these parts in it, so we can see if we can get it to handle a little bit better. And while we did, that took about 1.5 inches of lift out of the truck is what we did. The truck had about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of lift in it. The truck used to set about 4 inches taller in the rear, 3 to 4 inches taller in the rear than it did the front. Now it sets about 2 inches taller in the rear. So it looks like it's got a really good stance on the ground. One of the things we still have to do, our friendly FedEx guy just showed up. These Dodges have a caster adjustment bolt that's got an offset washer so that you can do a front end alignment. Ours would not come out. We ended up torching them off. So we ordered those. We ordered the new bolts for the suspension. And we also ordered some tow mirrors. So one of the things we found last year when we hauled the camper with this truck, or 2 years ago, I guess it was, with stock mirrors, you just can't see down the sides of the camper. So because we want to actually be able to travel a lot, we're hoping to be able to go to Florida this winter, spend a month, or maybe go to Texas after that. We'll see. We don't know where exactly. That's the beauty of it. The camper is big enough we can work in the camper, live in the camper. The dog can go with us. So we want to make this very comfortable for towing. We want Sue to be comfortable driving it with the camper behind it. I want to be comfortable driving it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get some good tow mirrors. We're going to get probably a camera on the back of the camper that has a display in the truck so we can have it like a rear view mirror. We can also see when we're backing into campsites. And, we're just going to try to make this very comfortable. And one of the channels I've been watching a lot lately when it comes to RVing, the gentleman always says it's all in the attitude. And you just got to keep a positive attitude. You got to, keep a positive attitude with each other, no matter what happens. You know, try to remember that your goal is to have fun. So don't get upset about something. If you blow a tire, just, you know, deal with it. So that's kind of where we're at. We just kind of wanted to bring you along, show you where we're at. Like I say, we normally do these little how-to videos, but in this one, it was pretty hot. I was just trying to get it done, and I just got, I worked on it and got it done. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this back together. We're going to get it back on the ground, show you what it looks like, and then we'll go from there. All right, so as we promised you, we've got her back on her feet. We just took it for a test drive, and mind you, we put the steering together. We put a tape measure on the front tires real quickly to get it close. Seems to run pretty good. Seems to go down the road straight as an arrow. Definitely rides a lot better. The 2-inch springs I had in the front, which we cut some off to make them about 1.5 inch spring, were a lot thicker wire. They were real heavy duty, and every little bump, crevice in the road, it just slam, bang. So now you can see the front end has some give. So the truck actually rides real well now. We got to put a little more air in the tires. We got an appointment next week to get it lined up. And yeah, I think we got our mirrors on. So those will flip out when we're hauling the camper and give us, a little bit more width. We'll see how we like those. I don't know. They were fairly affordable. And yeah, I think that's about it. We're going to probably head down to Vermont next week after next, and look at some doors, a frame, and possibly even a cab. He's got a lot of southern rot-free Dodge trucks there, so we're at least going to pick up a frame and probably a set of doors. And then if we can find a cab that's not too expensive and is completely rust-free, we'll pick one of those up. So, and of course we'll bring you along for that ride this winter when we tear this apart and go through it and put it back together as a new truck. Probably not going to plow with it anymore. Our plan is to plow our driveway with the tractor because it's so much easier, and we just won't put the plow back on this. Now, our theory is if we can get it done, we'll probably drive the Apocalypse truck in the winter when it's snowy and crappy out, and we'll keep this for summer and tow in the camper. So if we wanted to go to Florida in January, for example, we would just watch the weather and we'd get out of here when it wasn't bad weather, and we'll take this to haul the camper. And we wouldn't want to haul the camper in bad weather anyway. So if we were heading south during snowstorm, we would wait until the snowstorm passed, or if we was coming home, we'd wait for it. So I think that's about it. Like I said, the old truck seems to go well. We're happy. We'll be going in Tuesday morning to pick up our newish camper. So we'll probably try to do some video on that. I think Sue's going to do a little bit of a blog on the old and new camper and some of the reasons we picked up a new camper. And we'll bring you along for some of those camping trips. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.